Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes Tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vibes Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. Hope you do stay. I would love it if you would. So, I feel like this is going to be a twin flame reading or soulmate, something to do with love. Because when I was burning the Palo Santos, the flames, there was two flames that came together and became one. And I was drawn to grab the Island Time Wellness deck, and when I just split it to like just do a little shuffle, twin flames showed up. So duality standing out to me, but I don't know, something to do with compliments. And it's not just complimenting one another, like opposites attract kind of shit. It feels like somebody wants to compliment you, or they appreciate the compliments that you've bestowed upon them, basically. Something like that. But this feels like it's coming out of nowhere for some reason, because today the energy feels just very calm and like nothing major's going on. Just, I don't know, blank space, I guess you could say, which isn't necessarily bad because there's no like bad vibes or anything like that. It's just kind of like, what am I gonna do today? It's like go with the flow, but I don't know, like it's very, I don't know, the word somber just popped in my head. So it's peaceful energy either way, which is good. So a lot of you could be having a very easygoing day. The last reading I did was about somebody being pissed off. So you could be going from one extreme to the next, unless this is completely different energy. But I feel nervous all of a sudden. The calm before the storm. Okay, I don't know why I feel so nervous, but anyways, yeah, so I think this is going to be a little bit of a love reading. So I hope you guys are doing well today and enjoying this peaceful energy, and that I'm not the only one sitting in this, like, I don't know, it just feels like things are going so smoothly. Somebody might be waiting for the other shoe to drop, you know what I mean? Like, okay, this is going good, things are just like, they're right on track, something's going to happen. Someone might think that way. That's what it feels like, because I don't know, that just popped in my head, like, everything's going so good. When's the shit gonna hit the fan? Don't think that way, because you'll bring that shit your way, you know what I mean? I do kind of feel like there could be a little bit of a storm warning in here, but it doesn't feel like anything major. So if there's any hiccups or upset that's headed someone's way, it's very minor. It's not going to disrupt the peace, basically. So it will just be a, like, oh, that made today a little eventful. So, like, today is very uneventful in this energy. It's just go with the flow. And then this little storm this microburst, basically, that shows up in your world, no matter what it is or who it is. It's just going to add a little excitement to your day, because it's like, oh, nothing's going on, and oh, something exciting, even though it might be a little it's interesting. This is interesting. I don't know, something's gonna pique someone's interest. So let's see what's going on. Not a whole hell of a lot, just seeing. I don't know, a lot of signs are going to be popping up for you. I feel like a lot of you pick up on signs and synchronicities anyways, but this feels like I'm not really seeing any signs. Spirit's not really talking right now. Like, do you know what I mean? Whether it's they're on hiatus, giving you a little bit of a break energetically, or there's just really nothing going on that you need to be aware of. Do you know what I mean? So things might not be popping up for you like they usually do, or like they have in the past, but it's going to start increasing again, because the energy's building momentum towards something that's headed your way, good and bad. Magic is in the air. There's a change here. Something's shifting. The planets are shifting, but energy's shifting, and it's shifting in your favor. That's what it feels like. It's like when the stars align, you know what I mean? It's making me think of like a serendipitous moment between you and someone, or just in general, because even if it's not pertaining to another person, which I do feel like for some of you that's in here, because I picked up on the twin flame type energy, whether you believe in that or not, it's just a connection with another person. um, like with serendipitous moments, it could be like, actually I just saw one if you think about it online, and it could be something as extreme as this, or more on the minor scale when it comes to projects and career and things like that, like your path. Pink was watching a fan of hers sing one of her songs, and Pink was like, damn, that's what it's supposed to sound like. I think it was an older video because I think I've seen it before, but I don't know, it just popped up today. And she's like, that's how that song's supposed to be sung. Like, is this person a recording artist? And they're like, no, she's not. And Pink's like, well, we've got to change that. So that would be a blessing for that person, because Pink would be like, all right, I'm going to call in some favors or see what we can do, because wow. So you could be being recognized. Like, that would be a serendipitous moment. Like, what are the odds of, my favorite singer listening to me and loving the way I sound? Or it doesn't matter what it is. It's like something like that. You're being noticed for your talents, your achievements, your drive. I don't know. I feel like for some of you, it could be management or a boss who's noticing you're standing out in a good way, and like promotions are coming up, kind of thing. And it's the right being at the right place at the right time for a certain opportunity to just fall in your lap, whether it's with a person that you could fall for, could love in the future, especially if you don't know them now, or even if you do know them, it's like falling in love out of fucking nowhere. Cupid's arrow strikes, But I feel like there's a beautiful opportunity headed someone's way. And it might not seem beautiful when the opportunity presents itself, like, okay, this seems like kind of a shitty thing. That these circumstances are crap. And then all of a sudden it's like, wow, if that never happened, then this wouldn't happen. Holy shit, It's something like that. It hasn't happened yet, though. It's coming up. Yeah, there's an opportunity that's coming up. It pertains to a wish that some of you had. And it's a positive thing. It's not an outdated wish like, oh shit, I wish I didn't wish for that, or whatever. It's, no, this is good. This is something really good. It's been in the works for a long time, is what I just heard. Yeah, it's been in the works for a long time. Because it's about timing. You might not have been ready for this opportunity. Because sometimes when we want things, we think we're ready, and then we're like, ooh, I don't know if I have enough confidence for this, or enough free time, stamina, whatever. And then once your time's freed up, once you build up your confidence and the healing takes place and all that shit, whatever you need to work on, when that happens, it's like, oh, now we can present you with this beautiful opportunity, because you're ready. You're ready for it. You're not going to turn it down out of fear. You're not going to turn this person down. You're not going to turn the situation down. You're going to take a chance when you probably wouldn't have in the past, even if it was something that you were like, yay about, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this is a great opportunity, but I don't know, I'm fucking scared, I don't think I can do it. You're not going to think that way now. So that's part of the change. I don't really want one of these cards. These ones aren't talking. So let's see. You're being smart in this situation, or that's advice for someone, like, do head over heart, so that you don't get nervous and like freak out. Freak out. Alright, so what's going on for the collective, please? I just keep hearing not a whole hell of a lot. Not a lot. Look at the bigger picture. It's like seeing multiple perspectives within the same situation. That's how you make a well-rounded decision about a person or whatever this is. When you're looking at like something on a grander scale, it's not just not taking things at face value, or just seeing potential in a person or a situation, but it's okay. Like, this is a small example, but it could be anything. It's just the best way to explain looking at the bigger picture. Is like with my sister and stuff. Me surprising her with like a peaceful, homey type environment, so that she's has less trigger, so there's like a change of scenery basically. That's just because I have an understanding of how recovery works. But regardless, it's something I want to do for her. And I've had people say, and I've said this before, you know, what if she relapses? You did all that for nothing. Well, I'm looking at the bigger picture in that situation. Do you know what I mean? It's not just about in the moment. And yeah, people do have hiccups and fuck up along the way, and that is the odds of that happening are actually very high. But she's a strong person, so I choose to look at the positive side of things versus focus on, you know, what could happen. Let's focus on the positive path. And that's what I keep telling her too, and her therapist does the same shit I do, so I must be on the right track with that. But regardless, it's like I'm looking at the bigger picture of success for her in the situation, not what's going on in the moment. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of what the advice is here, is look at the bigger picture of a situation, like long-term goals, whether it's in love or whatever this project, partnership, career path is. Like, do you have long-term goals? Is this like, does this seem like it would be a short-term endeavor or partnership? Because there's something significant about how things are versus how they'll become. Because it feels like a situation. So I don't know if it's your situation or whoever this other person is. Their situation is temporary. It's short term. But so that's why there's a need to look at the bigger picture, because your situation isn't going to always be the same. So if somebody has a lot on their plate and it's like, oh, it's not a good time to date or to do this or to start this project or to change course or whatever, it's good to take those steps in whatever this direction is with this person or situation. It's good to take the opportunity because you can work up towards it. You can do it little by little, and then you'll have more time down the line to spend with this person or to work on whatever this is. But if you don't start it, you'll never know. It's like you gotta put pen to paper kind of thing, is what it feels like. Just know that whatever's going on right now is temporary. That's really what it feels like. So don't build your life off from a temporary situation. Does that make sense? Like, because it's going to change around. So I don't know, somebody expects things to always be the same, but they're not going to always be the same. Because there's major changes ahead. They're good changes. I mean, if somebody doesn't like change, then it might not be very good for them, but this feels very positive. A lot of you have already started taking steps towards whatever this is, or you're considering it. I don't know, because it's making me think of like when you have to go to school to get a degree. You know what I mean? It's like you aspire to be a nurse, I guess, whatever. We'll just say that. Could be anything, any profession. But you have to go to school for that, and it takes time. So it's not only just a process, it's a learning curve, but you're not always going to be in school. You know what I mean? Eventually you'll reach your goal. Your schedule isn't going to always be as hectic, you know, like, oh, I'm working this job and going to school and doing this, and you know what I mean? Like, it will calm down when the time is right, when you achieve whatever this is, once you've done the work. Something will calm down once you've done the work. Maybe energetically, shit will calm down for you. I did say it was very peaceful energy. Telepathy. There's a spiritual connection here. Somebody might be trying to understand a spiritual connection. Like, how are we actually connected? How do you know this? How do you feel this? Why do I feel this way? Like, do you know what I mean? Somebody could be trying to learn tarot or understand tarot. I don't know, there could be a significant tarot reading as well. But it's like, how do you pick up on this stuff? That's what it feels like. How do you pick up on this? Like, it's just a fucking card. Because it's not about the card or the cards. It's about how you perceive the information. Do you know what I mean? I just heard, it's making me think of a wheel for some reason, but, well, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, but like an actual wagon wheel or a car wheel or whatever. But it's like, you don't have to understand how it works. You just need to know that it does. And a lot of people think that way with technology, Wi-Fi, like legit Wi-Fi, our internet connection and stuff. Not every single person knows how that works, and even if you have an understanding, it's like, okay, well, this is how it works, but it's still kind of mind-blowing because it's in the ethers, you know what I mean? Like it's running through the air, and it's like we can't see it. We can't see the energy going back and forth, back and forth. Well, that's the same way with spirit, with telepathic communication, information, and all that stuff. When spirit talks to you, or if your higher self is talking to another person, you know what I mean? If you're connected like that, it's like you don't always have to understand how it works. Just know that it does. Just trust that it does. You trust that your fucking Wi-Fi works because it's doing what it's supposed to. Do you know what I mean? You're getting the proper information. Whatever this is working out. I just feel like I need to know the ins and outs of something. But whoever this is that's very inquisitive, they're never going to know the ins and outs of it because, like, it's the mysteries of the universe. Do you know what I mean? We're never going to know everything or understand everything. And some things are just meant for us to have faith. And we don't have to always fully understand, like, the mechanics of it all. You know what I mean? So someone's very left-brained, I'm just going to say. They're a big-time thinker. But, yeah, you don't always have to understand how it works, the ins and outs of it. Just know that it does. Just know that it works. That's the metaphysical for you, baby. Look at the bigger picture. It's not like, how does it work? Why? Why am I receiving this information? Why am I connected to you? Why is this happening? Why is this information being brought up to you? Do you know what I mean? Like, those are the questions you should be asking, not how. That's kind of, I don't know, that's what I want to say with that. That's kind of cool. That's very profound for some reason. All right, give me one of these. Yeah, somebody's paying attention. Cupid's arrow strikes. What'd I fucking say? Somebody's trying to figure you out, trying to figure out a connection, something. They're trying to figure something out. Like, how the fuck does this work? This is, I don't know, it's blowing my mind. Something's blowing my mind. This connection is blowing somebody's mind. Like, I can't even believe you picked up on that, or you know this, or whatever the hell it is. You're very intuitive. They're trying to figure out how you know something, but they're never going to figure it out because it's spiritual. Just be grateful that you have this opportunity to connect with this person, or they need to be grateful. Just be grateful that it's happening at all, that the information's coming forward, that you're getting this beautiful advice. This feels like a blessing type energy. Just be grateful. Just be thankful that it's happening at all. Also be thankful for the shit that you have. Focus on what's going on around you, what you have, and what you've attained versus what's to come, because there's an ebb and flow to everything. You know, you win some, you lose some. You get money, it goes away. So it's like, stay more present is what I want to say. I don't know, this is making me think of like minimalist energy, where it's like I don't really need to have many things to be happy. I'm happy with what I have. If I had more, wonderful, but it's not even like you're wishing for more. I almost feel like you could take everything out of my fucking room, out of my house. You could take all my possessions, and yeah, there's some things I'd be like, damn, I wish I had that, but I'd still be happy. I'd still be okay. Because this shit doesn't matter. Somebody could have been focused on things that weren't very important in the grand scheme of things, and they're seeing what's important now. Because it's making me think of fucking money too. Like, you know, like say, for example, there's someone who has money. They saved up, they're just wealthy, whatever. I don't know, they got money. And they're greedy. Like, this is my money. I need it for this, or because I might want to go on vacation, or I might want, well, whatever. Like, they're not hurting for money. And maybe you are, and you're not even asking for help or anything, but this person's more focused on what they have and their own comforts and security versus a connection with you. Could be friends, family, otherwise. This would feel more family or partners where someone's greedy, like, I would rather hold on to all this and let you go, like, fuck up this connection because this is more important to me. Someone might be realizing that all the shit they're holding on to doesn't fucking matter. You're gone now. You don't care. Like, oh, okay, you know, your bank account's more important than me? Have fun with that. Because it won't always be there. You know what I mean? Is that gonna be a shoulder to cry on? Is that person, well, maybe it could be a person. Is your bank account gonna hug you when you're sad? Are they gonna give you advice when you need it? Are they gonna make you laugh and joke around with you when you just want to shoot the shit with someone? No, because it's fucking money. It's an inanimate object, you know? It's material bullshit is what it is. It's not gonna provide anything except for trade. You know, that's all it is. All in the golden afternoon. Inspiration, creative spark, imagination, conception. Yeah, there's an idea here. I do feel like you're inspiring someone, or this person is inspiring you. There's definitely creative inspiration here. So some of you might be getting that, like, creative spark where it's like, ooh, I want to paint this. I want to make this. I just have all these ideas. You know what I mean? Like, there's, like, oh, that would be so cool if I did whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? If I created this. So somebody wants to create something, do it. That's what I want to say with this. If you've got a really cool creative idea, even if you go, people might not like this, if they don't, oh well, someone will. Do you know what I mean? It's making me think of, like, junk art and stuff, where that's an acquired taste. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody wants spoons and forks welded together into something, and they don't look at it as art because it's all about perception, basically. Like, art is impressionistic. It's like, how does it make you feel? We're all drawn to different shit for different reasons. You know what I mean? But a lot of people would look at junk art like it's just a pile of shit put together. And then there's right brain people, basically, who are more creative, who go, wow, it looks like a butterfly, or that's fucking cool. Yeah, I could see that in my backyard, in my garden. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they have vision. Certain people can envision things, and other people can't. There's actually someone I know who told me that they can't picture things in their mind. And I'm like, what? It was weird to me because, I mean, I'm clairvoyant, so I always got something going on up there, but I daydream. And with me being very creative, I can envision what I want in here before I put it on paper or do whatever. Some people can't do that. It's like they literally have to see it to understand what you're talking about. Do you know what I mean? It just depends on the type of person you are, which is different perspectives. And usually the people who can't picture things, they don't see beyond what they're looking at either. Do you know what I mean? It's very two-dimensional for them, which kind of sucks. That'd be shitty, I'm just saying, because I can envision things. And if you're someone that can't, you know, don't overthink it, because it's okay. It's just how you are. It's how your brain is wired. We have storm warning and the thinking woman. There's a vision you had that's coming to fruition. It's happening. This is the storm that I was talking about. Could have something to do with your creativity. Is creating a storm? Some project you're working on, or that you want to work on, that you will be working on, that you're thinking about. I don't know if somebody's trying to think up a way to mess something up for you, but if they are, they're not gonna be able to. But this feels like something else. It's almost like you think I'm preoccupied thinking about this, that, and everything else, that I don't see this storm, that I don't see this problem. Like, that I'm ignorant to something. That's what this feels like. Someone thinks you're ignorant to a situation because you're focused on something else, because it's not even someone else. It's almost like, well, you have your back turned, this problem's happening, but you see it, like, you know exactly what's going on. You've always known, like, you knew whatever this is was coming. You're just not focused on the negative aspects of life. It's like, if someone's gonna bring bullshit my way, I'm not gonna focus on it, because I'm not gonna draw it in faster. Buy myself some time and read a book over here or something, you know what I mean? I don't know, because I feel like I'm pretending I don't know something. Hi. Something to do with hi, saying hello. I'm pretending I don't know something. But you do. Might be figuring out what steps to take. I want to know what do you know that you don't know, or what don't you know that you do know? Do you know what I mean? Somebody thinks you don't know something, just seeing. Could be a king of coins that thinks you don't know something. Something they did in the past. Something they did in the past. Traitor. Whoever this is might think that you don't know that they were behind something, that they were the ones that fucking, they hurt you. Especially if you're still talking to them, or if you say hi to them. If you're friendly with this person, or if you were. This person might be like, oh, you have no idea. You have no idea what's coming your way, for one. I don't know if it's this past person. They might have walked away from you because of their own fuck shit, is what it feels like. But I feel like this is two ways. Because I feel like there's a storm rolling in behind your back. Someone did something behind your back, basically, and they think you don't fucking know, but you do know. You're just taking a creative approach to the situation, because it's almost like when you know someone's lying to your face, or that they fucking lied about you, and you see them somewhere and you're nice and you're like, oh, hi, how have you been? Oh, I want to catch up with you, and I wish you the best, and you're just being wicked nice, and they'll be like, oh, they have no idea it was me. They have no idea that I'm the one that said all that shit, or did all that shit, or whatever. And then when you turn around, you're like, I know exactly what you did, you fucking bitch. I'm just not going to let you know that I know. Like, do you know what I mean? Something like that. So someone thinks they got away with something and they're paying attention to you, but they didn't get away with it. You're just biding your time is what it feels like. You're focused on something more important, because you'll face it when you have to. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, trust me, I'll face you head on when need be, but I don't need to right now. But whatever storm's headed your way, I feel like it might just bypass you and go right to the problem. Like, fuck, I don't know. Whoever's problematic is going to be up shit's creek without a paddle. They're going to be going, what the hell? Like, that was supposed to happen to you, not me. That kind of thing. Someone's trying to gain information to hurt you. They could have already done that in the past, or that's what's coming. But whatever information they gain about you, it isn't going to hurt you. That's what this feels like. The Ten of Coins. Two of Swords, King of Swords. Yeah, this person wants to hurt you. You're playing stupid. That's what it feels like. I'm pretending I don't know what to do. I'm pretending I don't know what's going on. But you're well aware. Everything you're doing has a purpose. Like, there's a plan to this. It feels like a divine plan, because for some reason with this creative energy, could have came from a vision. You could be having dreams about it, or just visions of things that you should do, ideas. It's like Spirit's giving you ideas, which actually reminds me, because they do this, they've done it to me, they do it to me all the time, but they do it to a lot of other people, whether you're just opening up, whether you understand it or not. Spirit will give us ideas, and it's to guide us, but like for example, my sister, she wrote a poem because that's one of the projects she has to do, which I'm going to read it on here at some point because it was actually very well written, and Heather's not a writer or anything like that, and I was shocked. I really was. I was like, wow, good job, you know. But she didn't have the intention of writing it for me. It was basically about her experience, you know, why she used in the first place and just the feelings tied to it. And then it moved into, then I saw the light in the darkness and a hand poke through, and it was yours. It was my sister's. Like, so she basically wrote it for me about saving her life, helping her see the light. It's gonna make me cry just thinking about it. I mean, it was very well written, and it was like the sweetest thing she's ever fucking done for me. I'm gonna frame that thing. I really am. But makes it all worth it with just a moment like that, because you don't have to compare the things that we do for each other, you know, like me being persistent in guiding her and giving her advice so that she can make the right choices for herself, because nobody can do that but her, you know. Nobody can make choices for you but you. You know, I was just very driven to do that. And you know, the surprises and the things that I'm doing at her apartment and stuff like that, it might seem like I'm doing a lot, and it's very lopsided, because, you know, I'm spending a little bit of money, and, you know, she wrote me a poem. I'm taking care of her kids. She wrote me a poem. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like it weighs, it matches, but to me it does, because that came from the heart, and it was a very beautiful gesture. Like, honestly, that's more important to me than if she went to the store and was like, oh, okay, I gotta match you dollar for dollar or whatever, and I'm gonna buy you this, this, and this, because that's not, I don't know, it's not as meaningful. It's, what she did is priceless, and I fucking love it. I'm just saying, I'm that type of person. But where was I going with that? Like, it doesn't seem balanced, but it is. I was going somewhere with that, and I don't know, it flew out of my fucking head. But apparently that's important to say, because somebody thinks that something isn't equal, it isn't fair. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I don't know. Whoever this person is, they're fucking irritating me. Because you can think of that same concept in relationships as well. Like when there's someone, like we'll just say, for example, keep it traditional, even though, you know, it could be same-sex relationship or the opposite of what I'm saying. Like say the man goes to work, he's working, he's the provider, he brings home the bacon so his wife could fucking cook it, basically. But the woman's home, yeah, she's not earning money like him, she's not paying the bills, but she turned that house into a home. She makes it comfy and cozy, she keeps it fucking clean, she keeps him fed, she takes care of the kids and whatever the fuck else, you know what I mean? That's the balance, because they're both working. One gets paid and one doesn't. You know what I mean? But you get paid with the partnership. You get paid with love, with the support, with getting to spend the rest of your days with your best fucking friend. You know what I mean? I don't know, something like that. So even if it doesn't look balanced to outsiders, to other people who aren't part of the relationship or the friendship or the whatever, it doesn't fucking matter what they think, because you're living that situation. Like, that's your life, that's your situation, and if it works for you, then great, that's good, because it doesn't have to work for everyone else. It only has to work for you and whoever the hell you're partnered with. It's nobody else's business, it's nobody else's relationship. Somebody's butting their nose into somebody's fucking, the way they live their life or their relationship, like, probably because they wouldn't do a quarter of what you do. You know what I mean? Like, they just would, that's not the type of relationship they want to have with anyone. Like, I want it to be matched, or I want to be superior. Well, that's not a good partnership, just saying. Somebody wants to have control, but I don't think that I think they're losing control. Eight of Cups, yeah, because I don't feel like you're part of whatever this is. You walked away from something. or someone. Queen of Swords. Oh, it's making me think of, look, she's got that teeny tiny sword. And he's got this fucking machete thing. So this person's got some big words. And these are little words. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like, but if you think about it, it's almost like a switch. And your parents like, go out and get me a switch so I can whip your ass with it. You want to find the biggest one you can because it hurts less. If it's really thin, it's like a fucking whip and it hurts. It's just like those hairline cuts that you get. And it's like, those hurt. Those sting more than a deep cut. Something you're saying or doing is hurting someone more than them intentionally trying to hurt you. So whatever they said was like, this cuts deep, like, this is F you. This is an angry person. And you're pretending that whatever they said or did, or this is what you will do, doesn't bother you, doesn't faze you. It probably doesn't, or it won't. I don't know. I feel like indifferent about this. Like, okay, whatever. You don't like me? Great. But you said something that wasn't even comparable to in cruelness, I guess you could say. Your words are very cutting, potentially unintentionally, but I feel like this is cutting somebody down in either a roundabout way, a way they have to think about it, when you have to stop and go, wait a minute, you just insulted me. Like, some of you could be like that, where you intelligently insult people. But I don't know, it just feels like I don't even have to go big. I just poked you once. I just poked the bear once and you just went, that kind of thing. And they've been pushing your buttons for a long ass time, is what it feels like. Or, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of effort on one end. It's going nowhere, and there's barely any effort to hurt someone, to retaliate, because you probably weren't retaliating. It's just, people get hurt over the simplest fucking things, you know what I mean? 9 of Cups. Somebody's not happy about something you're getting or attaining. Some knowledge you have. Somebody's upset that you know something. They think you're smug. Like, oh, you think you're so fucking smart. You know everything. You're a know-it-all. Especially if you are highly gifted and intuitive. This person or people could be looking at you like, you think you know everything? You don't know everything, but you know what you need to know, and you know enough. You know a lot. You know something that this person doesn't want you to know. Ancient knowledge. There's wisdom here. I don't know, you gained information somehow, some way. You know about someone's dirty little fucking secret, basically. But you're not sitting there broadcasting whatever the secret is. I don't know. I feel like there's someone going like, you think you know everything. And then there's somebody who does think they know everything. Like, I know something you don't know. Or, I'm going to keep this secret to myself. I don't know. This is kind of what it feels like. Yes, this a-hole wants to keep something to themselves. Like, I know something you know now. And you're going, I don't fucking care. What the hell? Because she's seeing beyond what she's looking at, he or she. Because look, her eyes are like all whitened out and stuff. So it's like she's blind. It looks like she's blind to this bullshit, to this secret, to this problem, to this arrogant, pompous piece of whatever, you know, but she isn't. She's sitting there because she sees with her third eye. You see best with your eyes closed. Like, if you think about it, a blind person, when you go blind, your other senses heighten. So your senses have heightened in this situation, probably due to a problem. So if somebody was trying to hurt you, your intuition definitely heightened because of some problem, basically. That's what it feels like. I don't know, I feel like in trying to hurt you, they helped you without realizing it. Because I don't think this person even realizes that they did help you yet. But they're gonna. It's probably gonna piss them off, just saying. But if you think about it too, with like swordsmanship and stuff, fencing and whatever, you can, you have to, it's like, I want to say the strategy with it, because you have to know your moves, you know, which move to take. But with strategy and practice comes knowledge, comes wisdom. You know what I mean? You get, practice makes perfect, basically. So it's like, if you know all these moves and you've practiced them and you know them, and you're watching your opponent, you're gonna know what moves they're gonna make, because there could be stalker shit here with sunglasses, just saying, especially if somebody thinks they know what move you're gonna make and you're really not gonna make that move because you're gonna psych their ass out. Because that's what you do in boxing, that's what you do in wrestling, that's what you do in fencing, you know, sword fighting, whatever. You plan out, you know your opponent's next move, because this is how they always do it. But if you pay attention to the patterns, you can tell when someone's going to make a change as well. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, you always do this, you always do this, you always do this. Oh, now you're going to change it up. You always do this, you always do this, you always do this. Now you're going to change it up. Because there's a pattern to when they make changes. So it's like, do. And you know that they're going to go, ha, and then you can get them right there where it hurts. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily predicting something. I mean, it is, if you think about it. It's going off from your instincts, but it's paying attention. It's strategizing. Somebody could be strategizing on how to take you down, how to do something in a situation, but they think you're unaware of what they're doing and what they're planning, or that you were unaware in the past that that's what they were doing. But I feel like you are more aware than this person, because you're playing, it's like, I don't know, I want to say you're not even playing the same game. They're playing chess and you're playing cards. And you're going to do 52 fucking pickup in a minute, and they're not going to see it coming. What was it? You can't beat me at my own game? Okay, so anyone who's playing head games, doing whatever they're doing, they're like, you can't beat me at my own game. But you can, and you will, and you are, because you got the needle tongue. This is sharp. You're sharper than this person. You're smarter than this person. You're gonna outsmart them. You're gonna outsmart them. I was gonna say, not necessarily with what you say, because you might not say a fucking thing. You're saying very minimal. You're gonna outsmart them by not saying as much. And this person's gonna say a lot, or they already did. They're going to. That's really what that feels like. You're keeping more shit to yourself than you did before. You're confusing your opponent because you changed your pattern. So if someone's paying attention to you, heavily watching you, your MO changed. It's just like with investigators when they're trying to find a perpetrator, no matter what the problem was, you know, whatever the crime was, there's always patterns. And every now and again, there'll be one fucking perpetrator or whatever who will change things up. They'll change things up and try to make it random, which does tend to confuse investigators, but there's still a pattern within there not being a pattern. I don't know if that makes any sense, because I don't know, it's like people are creatures of habit, but we all have shit we do a certain way. Do you know what I mean? Like, nobody ties a knot the same fucking way, even if you know how to tie the same knot. You know what I mean? Like, you learned it in Boy Scouts or whatever. You still do things differently. Maybe you use a different type of fucking cord or rope or whatever. And I know I'm going into like Murderland, but this person isn't that way. That's not what this is. It's just like thinking of it from evidence standpoint. You probably are going to catch this person because you just know how they roll. Like, That's something you would do. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I know so-and-so would do that, not that. I know it changed up because so-and-so did it this way and you're doing it this way. Yeah. Like if someone's trying to get your attention or copy you or copy someone, they can't do it right because they're doing it differently. But it seems similar. Does that make sense? Like someone's trying to copy someone, so it could be the same types of objects, the same fucking locations, the same, I don't know, whatever the fuck it is, the same something. Like when you're forging someone's signature or trying to write like them and you just got the letters going, you know what I mean? You can still see the mistakes because it's not the fucking same. That could be how you're catching someone. Yeah, some just doesn't add up. Oh, this is way too long. I gotta go. Yeah, somebody's worried. Just saying. There's a scare tactic here that ain't gonna fucking work. Somebody was too bold. Or they're going to be. And it's like, simmer down now. Take it down a notch. What the fuck's your deal? You know what I mean? I don't know. Somebody's gonna, like, go over the top. And it feels like, okay, just because I said that, maybe somebody won't go over the top or blow their top. They're going to not do enough. Like, there's always going to be something that's going to be fucking wrong in this situation, and you're going to see it before it fucking hits you. That's the point here. It doesn't matter how this person changes shit up, what they do, what they say. Oh, my routine's different now, but there's always a pattern, and it's a similar pattern. Like this person's patterns are always the same, even if they're different. I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you know, you know, because it's very hard to explain. But I feel like you're always 10 steps ahead of whoever the hell this is because of your intuition, for one. But you're just 10 steps ahead of them in general, because you're not a fucking idiot. You can be as creative as you want in trying to betray someone, hurt them, be sneaky or whatever. You're gonna get caught. You'll always get caught. Like, people get caught in the end. Someone might get caught on fucking camera because there's cameras everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there's no one's watching me. No one knows I'm here. But like 10 fucking cameras saw your ass head to wherever you're going, kind of thing. I don't know. There's cameras around it's gonna catch someone in the act, basically, in whatever they're doing. Like, I was never there. Yeah, you were, because all these cameras say that you were. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like the best example is this person doesn't think that you have a Ring camera or one that you can record shit on or whatever, and they're sneaking around your house. You know, Seven of Swords type shit. I'm not saying this person's gonna do that, but this is just a good example. They're like, and you go, why the fuck were you at my house? I was never at your house. Yeah, you were. I caught you on camera. What? And then they're like, shit. And then they gotta backtrack and come up with a different lie, kind of thing. It's something like that. Like, fuck, I'm caught on camera. Something was caught on camera. Potentially at a party. With friends. I don't know, it's photographic evidence or a recording of something. But anyways, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.